Hello everyone, welcome to our new video. In today's video, you will see how to set up Facebook pixel for Shopify and track e-commerce events like view content, add to cart, view cart, checkout, and purchase. So without further ado, let's get started. So we'll be using this demo Shopify website for setting up e-commerce events for Facebook. So what I will basically do, when a user click to this product and view this product, I want to track view content event. Similarly, when a user add this product to the cart, I want to fire add to cart event. And when a user click on this view cart button, then I want to track view cart event. And when a user go to the checkout page, then I want to track checkout event. And last of all, when a user fill up all the necessary shipping address and billing address and go to the purchase page and make a purchase from our website, then I want to track a purchase event. So we'll be tracking the whole e-commerce journey of an user. Okay, so we'll be using Google Tag Manager for setting up e-commerce events for Facebook. That's why I have set up a Google Tag Manager account with this website name. You can see over here. Okay, perfect. So the first thing we need to do is to enable data layer for this site. So for enabling data layer, I need to go to the admin panel of this site. As you know, this is a Shopify CMS. So for going to the admin panel, I just need to put my website URL over here. Then I'm gonna write /admin. Okay, perfect. /admin actually. Okay, perfect. We are in the admin panel of our Shopify store. So I have created a doc file on how to enable data layer on Shopify. Okay, so first of all, you need to put the tag manager code in the header section. Then you need to create a snippet called data layer all pages, and then you need to put this code in the data layer all pages snippet. And in the header section, you need to put this code right before the closing header section. And in the checkout page, we need to put the Google Tag Manager code and this code in the additional script page. Okay, so we'll do it. So first of all, I'll go to the tag manager. Then I'm gonna click on this one for getting the code. So you can see they has given us two codes, one for header and one for body. So I'll go to the Shopify admin panel. Then I'm gonna click on online store. Then I'm gonna be choosing themes from here. Okay, then I'm gonna click on three dots from here and I'm gonna go to the edit code section. Okay, perfect. Then I'll go to the theme.liquid file. Then we'll get header element over here. So I'll go to the tag manager again and copy header code from here and go to the header element and paste the code over here. And I'm gonna click on save. Okay, so I'll go to the tag manager again and copy the body code from here and go to the admin panel and search for body. Okay, so I'm gonna put this body code in the body element. You can see over here. So I'm gonna click on save. The next thing we need to do is to create a snippet called data layer all pages. So I'm gonna copy this exact naming sequence from here and go to the admin panel. Then I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. Then I'll see an option called snippets. So I'm gonna click on it and I'm gonna click on add new snippet. Okay, so I'm gonna name the file as data layer all pages. Make sure you have copied this exact naming sequence. Okay, so I'm gonna click on done. Then I need to put the data layer all pages code. So I'll go here and click on this GitHub link, just wait a little bit. Then I'm gonna copy the whole code from here. So I'll copy it from here. It is a very big code, so it might take sometimes for copying, so please have some patience, So it is almost done. Okay. So I'm going to copy the code from here and go to the admin panel and put it in the data layer all pages section. So I'm going to click on save. Okay. So it has saved. So I'll go to the doc again and I'm going to copy this code and put this code right before the closing header. So I'm going to copy this code from here and go to the theme.liquid file and I'm going to search for Ctrl+F closing header. Okay, I'm going to press on enter. Then I'm going to put the code over here. Okay, perfect. I'm going to click on save. Okay, then we'll go to the doc again. Then we'll go to the checkout page and put the tag manager code. So I'm going to go to the checkout page. Okay, so I'm going to be choosing settings from here and go to the checkout section. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Then I'll see an option called additional scripts. So I'll go to the tag manager and copy this header code from here and paste the code in the additional script page. Okay, so I'm gonna give some enter or a space. So I'll go to the doc again and go to this code link and copy the whole code from here and paste it in the checkout page. So I'm going to copy this code from here. So this is again a very big code. It might take some time for copying this code, so please have some patience. It is almost done. So I'm going to copy the whole code from here and go to the checkout page and I'm going to paste the whole code over here. Okay, I'm going to click on save. So data layer has been installed on our website properly. So for checking whether Google Tag Manager and data layer is working or not, I'll go to my website. So I'm gonna go to my website and I'll take the help of an extension called Google Tag Assistant Legacy. So I'll make this extension enable, then I'm gonna refresh the page. Then you can see over here, Google Tag Manager is available here. If we try to match the code, then we'll see 𝐺𝒂𝒄𝒌𝒊𝒏𝒈. So if I go to the Google Tag Manager, 𝐺𝒂𝒄𝒌𝒊𝒏𝒈. So both codes are matching. That means a Google Tag Manager has been implemented on our site properly. So for checking whether data layer has been installed or not, I will either go to an extension called data layer checker, or I have an extension called simple data layer viewer. So you can see data layer is working properly. Okay, so you can use any of those extensions. One is simple data layer viewer and another one is data layer checker. Okay, perfect. Then we'll go to the Google Tag Manager section and we'll make a test purchase. Okay, so I'm gonna click on submit, publish, click continue. Then I'll go to the workspace section and I'm gonna go to the preview section. So I'm gonna make a purchase. Okay, so I'm gonna click on connect. Then I'll choose this product. I'll add this product to the cart. I'm gonna view cart this product. I'll click on checkout. And I'll provide all the necessary informations from here. Okay, I'm gonna click on continue for shipping. I'm gonna click on continue to payment. Then I'll put the card number as one, name of the card, analytical growth, 224 security code 121. I'm gonna click on pay now. Okay. You can see over here your orders is being processed. Okay. You can see, thank you, your order is confirmed. So I'm gonna go to the tag manager section, and you can see transaction event is firing. Transaction means purchase event. So if I go to the data layer, then we can see all the necessary informations are available here. So we can create all the data layer variables from this section. That's why I have created a demo purchase, Then if I go to the cart section, cart means view cart. So all the necessary informations are available here. Add to cart is also available. Product means view content or view item. So everything is working perfectly. Okay. So let's go to the Google Tag Manager section, and we'll install a template because we will set up e-commerce event using a template. So I'm gonna go to the tag template section, and I'm gonna search for a template from the search gallery section. Okay. Just wait a little bit. Then I'm gonna search for Facebook pixel. Okay. So you can see over here Facebook pixel, Facebook archive. So I'm gonna click on this arrow button, and I'll click on add to workspace, and I'm gonna click on add. Okay, perfect. Then we'll go to the variable section. Then we'll create a constant variable for Facebook pixel. So I'm gonna click on user defined variable and click on new. Then I'll name the variable as Facebook pixel ID. So I'm gonna choose variable configuration as constant variable. Okay. Then in the value section, I need to put pixel ID over here. So I'll go to the business manager, and I'm gonna click on business settings. Just wait a little bit. And from this all tools section, I'm gonna go to the event manager. Okay. Just wait a little bit. So I'm gonna click on connect data sources. I'll be choosing web from here, and I'm gonna click on connect. Then I'll name the pixel as, I'll go to my website and name it according to my website, Analytical Growth E-commerce. So I'm gonna copy the website name from here and go to the pixel section and name it as Analytical Growth E-commerce pixel. Okay. Then I'm gonna click on create pixel. Okay. Then I'll copy the website link from here. Then I'm gonna paste it in the enter website URL section. Then I'm gonna click on check, and I'm gonna click on next, and I'll choose do it yourself. I'm gonna click on next again. So you can either choose conversion API or metapixel. So for the time being, I'm gonna choose metapixel only. So I'm gonna click on next, and I'll go to the data sources section. Then you can see over here, Analytical Growth E-commerce is available here. So I'll go to the settings options. So you can see pixel ID is available here. So I'm gonna copy the pixel ID from here and go to the tag manager and put this pixel ID in the value section. Okay, so I'm gonna click on save. Oh, perfect. Then I'll go to the tag section. So the first tag I'm gonna be creating is for Facebook base pixel. So I'm gonna click on new, then name the tag as FB base pixel. So as the tag configuration, I'll choose Facebook pixel, and I'll put Facebook pixel ID over here. So I'm gonna be choosing this one from here, and as the event, I'll be choosing page view from here. And from the triggering section, I'm going to be choosing all pages. Okay, perfect. So I'll click on save. So Facebook base pixel has been installed on our tag manager. Okay, so the next tag I'm going to be creating is for view content. So before creating view content tags, I will create the necessary variables for view content, and then I'll be creating all the necessary triggers for view content, and then I'll create the tags, So I'll go to the variable section. So I'll be creating basically 4 variables for view content. You can see over here, content name, content ID, value, and currency. Okay, so those 4 variables I'll be creating for view content. Okay, so I'll go to the tag manager and I'm going to click on new, and then I'll name the variable as data layer variable, then item name. Okay, then I'm going to be choosing variable configuration as data layer variable. So I need to put the data layer variable name from here. So I'll go to the tag manager, and if I go to the view item or view content event, so product is basically view content event. So I'm going to be choosing product from here, and I need to create data layer variable from this schema. Okay, so I'll be creating data layer variable from here. So you can see over here, inside products array, we have product ID, product name, and product price. So I'm going to be creating data layer variable from here. So first one, I'm going to be copying products from here. So I'll go to the translate section and paste products over here. Then as this one is an array, so I'm going to be choose products.0.id, so I'm going to write products.0. Then I'm going to be choosing ID from here. Then products will remain same for all the variables. So I'm going to be copying products from here and go to the array again, then products.0.name. So I'll copy name from here. So product.0.name, and then I'm going to be copying this portion from here and click dot again and go to the data layer section. Then you can see over here products.0.price. Okay, so first one is I'm going to be creating product name. So I'll copy this one from here and go to the tag manager section and paste it in the data layer variable name section, product.0.name. Okay, so I'll click on save. Then we'll create another data layer variable, dlv product ID. Then I'm going to be choosing variable configuration as data layer variable, and I'm going to be copying product ID from here, product.0.id. So I'll go to the tag manager and put this one over here. Okay, so I'm going to click on save, and I'll create another variable, data layer variable for product price. So data layer variable product price. Okay, so I'm going to be choosing variable configuration as data layer variable and go to the translate again, and I'm going to be copying product.0.price from here and paste it in the data layer variable value section. Okay, and another variable I need to create is for currency. So I'm going to be writing dlv currency. Okay, so I'm going to choose variable configuration as data layer variable, and if I go to the data layer section, then you can see over here, so currency is not inside any array or object. So if I copy this currency from here, then it will be working. Then I'm going to be naming it as currency. Okay, perfect. Then we'll go to the trigger section. So we have created all the necessary variables for view content event. So I'll create a trigger for view content. So I'll click on new, then name the trigger as view content trigger. Okay, so I'm going to be choosing trigger configuration as custom event, and I'm going to be going to the product event section and copy the event name from here. So I'll copy it from here and go to the tag manager and put this product in the event name section. Make sure you're copying the exact naming sequence from this data layer variable section. Okay, so I'm going to click on save, and I'll create the tags for view content. So I'm going to click on new and name the tag as FB view content. Okay, then I'm going to be choosing tag configuration as Facebook pixel. Okay, then I'll be choosing pixel Facebook pixel ID from here, and from the event section I'm going to be choosing view content from here. Okay, perfect. And from the object properties, I will give some property name from here. Okay, so if I go to the translate section, then we are going to be using those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, those 5 property name for view content event. So first one will be for event name. So I'm going to be using event name from here, and next one will be content type. Okay, then next one will be content name. Then I'm going to be using content IDs. Next one I'll be using value. Then the last one I'm going to be using currency. Okay, perfect. So you might ask me where those parameter or property name I have got. So if you go to this doc file, this one, customer data parameters, so you will get all of the required parameter name from here. Okay, so for all the events. So I'll share this doc file in the video description so that you can access this doc easily and create all the custom data parameters. Okay, perfect. Then as the event name, I'll go to the another doc. Okay, so if you write 𝒓𝒂𝒄𝒌𝒊𝒏𝒈 standard event, so you will get this doc link. Okay, then you will get all the events name from here. So for view content, I'll scroll down. Then you can see over here, you can copy the event name from here. So I'm going to be copying the event name from here and paste it in the property value section. Okay, and as the content type, I'll provide the value as product. Okay, then as the content name, I have created a data layer variable for product name. So I'll be using this one. So you can see over here DLB item name. Okay, item or product name. Then as content ID, I'll be choosing DLB product ID. Okay, and as the value, I'm going to be choosing DLB product price. Okay, and as the currency, I'm going to be choosing DLB currency. So we have given all the necessary property name and all their values in the view content section. Okay, so I'm going to be choosing triggering as view content trigger. So I'll click on save. So we have created a tag for Facebook view content. Then I'll create another tag for Facebook add to cart. So I'm going to be writing FB add to cart. Then I'm going to be choosing tag configuration as Facebook pixel, and from Facebook pixel ID section, I'll be choosing data layer constant variable called Facebook pixel ID. Okay, and as the event, I'm gonna be choosing it as add to cart. Okay, then from the object properties, I'll be using the same object property name for add to cart, because if you go to the data layer schema, then you will see both data layer schemas are same for add to cart and view content. So you can see over here, this is for the view content or view item or product data layer. So if I go to the add to cart data layer, you'll not see any differences. Okay, so if I create all the data layer variables for view content, then we don't need to create another variable or similar variable for add to cart. Okay, that's why we'll be using the similar property name in the add to cart section. Okay, so I'll go to the tag manager, and if I go to the translate section, then we'll be using those property name as add to cart event, So I'm gonna copy the first property name as event name. Next one, I'm gonna be using content type. Okay, then I'm gonna be using content name. Next one will be content IDs. Then I'm gonna be using value. And as the last property name, I'm gonna be using currency. Okay, perfect. Then as the event name, I'll go to the doc again. Then I'm gonna copy the add to cart event name from here. Okay, so I'll copy it from here and paste it in the event name property value section. And as the content type, I'll be using product. Okay, product. Make sure you are using the exact naming sequence. Okay, so as the content name, I'm going to be choosing data layer variable product name. Okay, or item name. So as the content IDs, I'm going to be choosing product IDs. Okay, data layer variable product ID, and as the value, I'm going to be choosing data layer variable product prices. And as the currency, I'm going to be choosing data layer variable currency. Okay, so we have selected all the necessary property names for add to cart event. Now I'm going to be creating a new trigger for add to cart. So I'm going to click on add, then name the trigger as add to cart trigger. So as the trigger configuration, I'm going to be choosing custom event, and in the custom event name section, I'll go to the add to cart event and copy this event name from here. Make sure you are copying the exact thing from here. Okay, so I'll copy this event name from here and go to the tag manager and put it in the event name section. So I'll click on save. I'm going to click on save again. Okay, so we have created two events. One is for add to cart and one is for view content. So I'll be creating another events for view cart. So I'm gonna click on new, then I'll name it as a view cart. Okay, then from the tag configuration, I'm gonna be choosing Facebook pixel. Okay, so I'm gonna be choosing Facebook pixel IDs from here. Okay, then as the event, if you go to the standard event, you will not get any event called view cart. So yeah, we need to choose custom event from here, and I'm gonna name it as view cart according to Facebook documentation. You can see over here. So all the event name is like that: add to cart, view cart. So that's how I have named it. Okay. So I'll go to the object property section, and as the property name, I'm going to be using the same property name as add to cart and view content. So I'll be providing the property name as event name. Then I'm going to be using content type. Next one, I'm going to be using content name. Then I will use content IDs, then value, and last property name I'll be using is currency. Okay, perfect. Then I'm gonna be given the event name as view cart. Okay, and I'll provide the content type property value as product. Okay, perfect. Then we'll choose content name as item name and content IDs as item ID or product ID, and as value I'm gonna be choosing DLB product price, and as currency I'm gonna be choosing DLB currency. Okay, so we'll go to the triggering section and create a new trigger for view cart. So I'll name it as view cart trigger. Okay, so I'll choose trigger configuration as custom event and go to the data layer section. And if I scroll up a little bit, then you will see an event called cart. So cart is basically view cart event. So I'm going to be copying the event name from here and paste it over here. Okay, so I'm going to click on save. So I'll click on save again. Then we'll be creating a tag for initiate checkout or begin checkout or checkout, whatever you say. So I'll click on new. Then I'll go to the, so first of all, I need to create a trigger for view cart because, sorry, for checkout. So if you go to the data layer, you will not see any checkout event here because for basic plan of Shopify, we don't have this access for tracking checkout, that's why we'll be using event click tracking or button click tracking for checkout, so first of all I need to go to the variable section and configure some built-in variables for clicks element, click classes, click ID, click target, click URL, click text, form element, form classes, form ID, form target, form URL, form text. Okay, then we'll create a trigger for all elements. So I'm gonna name the trigger as all element. Okay, I'm gonna be choosing trigger configuration as all elements and I'm gonna click on save. Okay, so perfect. So we'll go to the preview section. Okay, I'm gonna click on continue. Then we'll select this product. I'm gonna add this product to the cart and click on view cart. So let's see all of the events are working or not. So you can see all of the events are firing. That means everything is working properly. So we'll track checkout from here. So I'm going to click on checkout and go to the tag manager. Then you can see a click event is firing. So I'm going to click on this click and go to the variable section. Then you can see over here we have click classes, we have click ID. So we can use either click classes or click ID, or you can even use click text. Okay, so for the time being I'm going to be choosing this click ID. Okay, checkout. So I'll copy it from here, checkout. Then I'm going to go to the trigger section. I'll go to this all element trigger and edit this trigger, and I'm going to be choosing this one, click element. So instead of choosing all clicks, I'm going to choose some clicks. Then I'm going to be choosing click ID from here. Then from there, I'm going to be choosing equals and I'm going to paste the value over here. Okay, and I'll name the element as checkout trigger. Okay, So we have created a trigger for checkout. I'm going to click on save. Then I'm going to go to the tag section. So we'll create a tag for checkout. So I'm going to create on new and name the trigger as tag as FB checkout. Okay, perfect. Then I'll choose tag configuration as Facebook pixel, and I'm going to be choosing pixel ID from here. Facebook pixel ID, and from the event section I'm going to be choosing initiate checkout from here. Okay, and from the object properties I'm going to be using the similar property name as view content, add to cart, view cart, so I'll go to this section and copy all the property name from here. So first one is for event name, then I'm going to be using content type. Next one will be for content name. Then I'm going to be using content IDs. Then I'll use value. Then I'm going to be using currency. Okay, perfect. So as the event name, I'll go to the doc again and go to the initiate checkout event and copy this event name from here and go to the event name property value section and paste it over here. And as the content type, I'm going to be providing the value as product, and as content name, I'll be using product name. So I'm going to be choosing item name from here, and as content ID, I'm going to be choosing product ID, and as value, I'm going to be choosing product price. Okay, and as the currency, I'm going to be choosing TLB currency. Okay, perfect. And as the triggering, I'll be choosing checkout trigger. So I'll click on save. So the last tag I'll be creating is for transaction or purchase. So before creating transaction tag, I'll create some of the necessary variables for purchase event. So I'll go to the variable section, and we don't have any purchase tag firing over here. So I'll go to the tag assistant and click on preview mode, and I'll create a demo purchase for getting the purchase event. Okay, so I'll go to the website and I'm going to be choosing this product, and I'll click on add to cart. I'll click on view cart. I'm going to click on checkout. So let's see if the event is firing or not. So you can see event checkout is also firing. That means everything is working fine. So I'm going to be purchasing a product. So I'm going to click on continue to shipping, continue to payment. I'll provide the card number, card name, expiry date, security code. Then I'm going to click on pay now. Okay, your order is being processed. So we'll go to the tag assistant again, and we'll go to the transaction event. So if I go to the data layer section, you can see over here, we need to create some of the data layer variables from this data layer section. Okay, so we'll go to the variable section and click on new, and I'm going to write DLB purchase value. So I'm going to be choosing variable configuration as data layer variable, and I'll go to the tag assistant section, and you can see over here, this transaction total is total value, or I'm going to be copying this one and paste it in the data layer variable section. So this one is for purchase value, and we'll be creating so we need only purchase value, transaction ID. You can take transaction ID as well, because if you want to pass order ID, then you can create transaction ID. So I'm going to be naming this one as DLV transaction ID. Okay, then I'm going to be choosing variable configuration as data layer variable, and as the data layer variable name, I'm going to be using this one, transaction ID. Okay, then I will paste it over here. So I'll click on save. Okay, so I'll create a trigger for purchase event. So I'm going to click on new. Then I'll name the trigger as purchase or transaction trigger. Okay, process trigger. So as the trigger configuration, I'm going to be choosing custom event, and I'll give the event name as transaction. So if I scroll up a little bit, then we'll get the event name from here. So I'll copy the event name and paste it over here. Okay, perfect. So I'll go to the text section. Query name, price, product. Okay, perfect. So I'll go to the tag section and create a new tag for purchase event. So I'm going to be writing FB purchase. Okay, FB purchase. So I'm going to be choosing tag configuration as Facebook pixel, and I'll choose Facebook pixel ID from here. And I'm going to be choosing Facebook pixel ID from here, and go to the event section. I'm going to be choosing purchase from here. Okay, and from the object properties, I will be giving some of the property names from here. Okay, so I'll go to the translate section and copy all the necessary property name from here. Okay, so the first property name I'm going to be using will be for event name. Next one I'll be using for content type. Then I'll be using content name, and I'll be using content IDs. Next one I'm going to be using for value. Then I will be using currency. Okay, then I'll create another property name for purchase, which is order underscore ID. So this is not mandatory. This is actually optional, but you can pass this property name. So this will be used as transaction ID, So I'll go to the event name section, and I'm going to go to the doc and go to the purchase event and copy the purchase event name from here. So you can see over here. So I'm going to copy purchase from here and paste it in the event name property value section. And as the content type, I'll provide the value as product. Okay. So as the content name, I'm going to be using DLB item name. Okay, and as the content ID, I'll be using DLV item ID or product ID. Okay, and as the value, I'll be using DLB purchase value. Okay, so I'm going to be choosing DLB purchase value from here, and as the currency, I'm going to be choosing DLB currency, and as the order ID, I'll be choosing DLB transaction ID. So I have created a data layer variable for DLB transaction ID. So I'm going to be choosing this one from here, and as the triggering section, I'll be choosing purchase trigger. So I'm going to click on save. So for checking whether every events are working or not, I need to click on this preview section. Okay. So I'm going to click on continue. You can see the only event is firing now is FB base pixel, because I didn't view any product. I didn't add this product to the cart. I didn't view any product to the cart. I didn't go to the checkout page. Even I didn't make any purchases. That's why those events are not firing. So if I go to the website and make a demo purchase or test purchase for checking whether everything is working or not. So let's see. I'm gonna click on this product and I will add this product to the cart. I'm gonna click on view cart. Then I'll click on checkout and I'll provide all the necessary informations as shipping info. So I'm gonna click on continue to shipping. Then I'll click on continue to payment. Then I'll provide the card number as 1 and card name as analytical growth, expiration date 2/25, security code as 121. Then I'm gonna click on pay now. Okay. Let's wait a little bit. You can see your order is being processed. Thank you, Hriday. Your order has been processed. So if I go to the tag manager section, you can see all the events are firing like 𝐵 best pixel, 𝐵 view content, 𝐵 add to cart, 𝐵 view cart, 𝐵 checkout, and 𝐵 purchase. So if I go to the transaction section and I'm going to click on variable, you can see over here 𝐷LB currency as BDT, 𝐷LB item name, t-shirt for men. So if I go to the purchase product, you can see the product name, t-shirt for men, and total value is 1150. So I'm going to go to the value section. 𝐷LB purchase value 1150. Okay. It'll be item ID, transaction ID, this one. Okay. So everything is working fine. Everything is working properly. Okay. So hopefully you have a clear understanding on how we can set up Facebook pixel and e-commerce events for Shopify. So if you go to this business manager settings, so you'll get the data within 30 minutes or within 1 hour. So yeah, that's it for this video. Hopefully you have liked our video. If you like our video, then you can subscribe our channel, follow our page. You have a good day. Bye bye.